Hello, and welcome to RKs English Language Learning, the English Learning podcast and YouTube channel for learners who want to speak English with more confidence, ease, and joy. My name is Tom, and I'm here to be your guide and practice partner as you improve your English step by step, day by day. In this podcast, I'll speak slowly and clearly so you can understand me, pause when you need to, and repeat after me if you like. In today's episode, we're going to explore a topic that sounds very simple but can totally change your English. How to practice English every single day. Even if your schedule is full, even if you're shy or afraid of making mistakes, even if you don't live in an English-speaking country, a lot of learners believe they must move to the UK, the US, Canada, or Australia to speak English well. They imagine they need to live in London or New York or have a native speaker friend next to them all the time. But that's not true. You do not need to move abroad. You do not need a native teacher sitting next to you every day. You do not need to study for 3 hours every evening. What you really need are small, clever habits. Habits that are easy to repeat. Habits that fit into your real life. Habits that help you feel more relaxed, more natural, and more confident using English in everyday situations. So, let's get started. What is shadowing? First, I want to introduce or remind you of a powerful technique called shadowing. Maybe you've heard this word before. Maybe this is your first time hearing it. Either way, shadowing is one of the most effective ways to improve your speaking and listening at the same time. It looks simple, but it's extremely powerful. Here's how it works. You listen to someone speaking English, like me, right now on this podcast, and you repeat what they say as quickly and as closely as you can. You don't stop to translate. You don't pause to check the dictionary. You don't worry about writing anything down. You just copy the sound, like an echo. You try to match the words, the speed, the tone, the rhythm of the person you're listening to. Let's try a little shadowing together. I'll say a sentence, and then I'll leave a short space for you to repeat after me. Ready? I want to speak English more confidently. Now you. I listen to English every day, even when I'm busy. Your turn. Shadowing helps me speak more naturally. Now repeat. Good. That's shadowing. Simple, right? At the beginning, it can feel strange or uncomfortable. You might not understand every single word. That's completely okay. Shadowing is not about understanding 100%. Shadowing is about training your brain and your mouth to work together in English. It helps you get used to how English sounds, feel the rhythm of English, and move your mouth in new ways. If you practice this regularly, even just 5 minutes a day, you will slowly start to speak faster, more clearly, and more naturally. It's a small daily habit that can create huge long-term results. I don't have time. The big problem. Now let's talk about the main question of today's episode. How can you practice English every day? Many students say things like, Tom, I really want to improve, but I don't have time. I have work, family, school. My life is full. I feel nervous when I speak. I don't know how to start. And I always tell them, you don't need big blocks of time. You don't need perfect grammar. You don't need to wait for some magical right moment. You just need to start and then take small, repeatable steps. So in this episode of RKs English Language Learning, I'll share 5 simple but powerful ways to practice English every single day in your real life, wherever you are in the world. Tip 1. Listen to English every day. The first and most important step is, listen to English every day. If you want to speak better, you must listen more, a lot more. Not only once a week, not only during your English class, not only when you feel motivated, every day. Listening helps you. Learn new vocabulary and context. Hear the natural rhythm and melody of English. Train your ears to understand faster. Notice how real people connect words and use intonation. So, how can you easily add listening to your day? You can listen to podcasts like this one from RKs English Language Learning. Listen to English music you enjoy. Watch YouTube videos in English. Listen to short stories or graded news for learners. Play English audio while you do other things. You do not need to understand everything. If you only catch 30%, that's okay. If you understand 50%, that's great. Your ears are still learning. Your brain is still absorbing the sounds. You can listen while you commute or walk, clean your room, cook dinner, exercise, or even relax on the sofa. Just 10-15 minutes a day can make a huge difference over time. Think of English as your background soundtrack. Let it play in your life the way you play music. Tip 2. Shadow what you hear. Listening alone is good. Listening and speaking together is even better. So tip 2 is shadow the English you listen to. After you listen to a sentence or a short part of a video or podcast, repeat it. Copy the voice, the rhythm, the stress, the emotion. For example, I'll say a few sentences and you can repeat after me. I'm getting better at English every day. Now you. I don't understand everything, but I keep trying. Your turn. Little by little, my English is improving. Now repeat. If you do this regularly, maybe with your favorite RKs English Language Learning episode or a video you like, you will notice that your speech becomes smoother. Your pronunciation becomes clearer. Your mouth moves more naturally. Your confidence grows. And remember, it does not need to be perfect. It just needs to be practiced. Tip 3. Think in English, one thought at a time. Now we go a little deeper. One of the biggest changes you can make as an English learner is to start thinking in English. At first, this feels strange. Your brain wants to translate everything from your first language into English. But translation takes time. It slows you down and can make you feel stuck. So how do we begin to think directly in English? Start very small. Think simple, short sentences in your mind. When you wake up in the morning, you could think, "It's morning. I'm still sleepy. I need coffee." When you go outside, maybe, "The sky is gray today. The air is cold. I see a cat on the street. I'm working now. I feel a bit tired. I want a break." These are tiny thoughts, but they're powerful because your brain is connecting direct to English. No translation in the middle. Later, when you feel comfortable, try to say some of these thoughts out loud. You can whisper. You can talk quietly to yourself. It's like having a small daily conversation with yourself. In English, this simple practice helps you create an English mode in your brain. Tip 4. Read aloud to train your speaking muscles. Read out loud, not only silently. Silent reading is good for understanding, but if you want to speak better, your mouth needs practice too. Think of it like exercise. If you want stronger legs, you walk or run. If you want stronger speaking muscles, you speak. Choose a short, easy text, a children's story, a simple news article for learners, a dialogue from a YouTube video, or a short script from a RK's English Language Learning episode. First, read it slowly and clearly. Then read it again, a little faster. Then read it one more time, but this time pretend you're an actor. Add emotion, stress some words, change your tone. This helps your pronunciation, your fluency, your confidence, and your ability to speak in full sentences. It's like going to the gym, but for your tongue, lips, and voice. Tip 5. Make English part of your real life. Now we arrive at a very important idea. If you want to speak English well, you shouldn't only study English. You should live with English. What does that mean? It means that English should not be just a 30-minute activity on Monday night. It should not be something that only happens in your classroom or in your workbook. English should become part of your ordinary daily life, like brushing your teeth or making your morning tea. The more you see English, hear English, and use English in real situations, the more natural it will feel. Now I'll give you several easy ways to do this, even if you're very busy. Everyday English Idea 1. Change your phone to English. The first idea is simple. Change your phone settings to English. You probably look at your phone many times a day, maybe 50 times, maybe 100 times. So why not turn all those moments into small English lessons? When your phone is in English, you see useful words again and again. Settings, airplane mode, brightness, update, storage, delete, download, notification. You don't sit down to study these words. You just see them naturally and often. After a while, your brain remembers them without effort. That's called passive learning, and it's very powerful. Every day, English Idea 2. Keep a short daily diary. Next idea, write a tiny diary in English every day. You do not need to write a long essay. Every day, English Idea 2. Example, today I worked all day. I felt very tired. In the evening, I watched a video on RKs English Language Learning. Or, this morning it rained. I stayed at home. I listened to an English podcast while I cleaned. This practice helps you build simple sentences using real vocabulary from your own life. If you do this for just 5 minutes every night, you will see big progress over time. You can use a small notebook, a notes app on your phone, or even send messages to a friend who is also learning English so you can write to each other. Everyday English Idea 3. Record a 1-minute voice note. Another favorite technique of mine, record a 1-minute voice message in English every day. At the end of your day, open your phone, start the recorder, and talk to yourself for 1 minute. You can talk about what you did today, how you feel, or something new you learned. For example, today was busy. I had a meeting in the morning. I cooked lunch for my family. In the evening, I studied English for 15 minutes. It's completely fine if you make mistakes. This recording is just for you. No one else needs to listen. Later, when you listen to yourself, you will notice your pronunciation, your grammar, where you pause, and which words you often repeat. This helps you become more aware of your speaking and gives you ideas of what to improve. It builds confidence, fluency, and self-awareness. Everyday English Idea 4. Join an online English community. You don't have to wait for a physical classroom to practice. Join an English-speaking group online. You can join a WhatsApp group for learners, find a Telegram channel, use apps like Tandem, or join Facebook groups for English students like RKs English Language Learning. You can send short messages, write comments, ask questions, or reply to other learners. Even if you don't write a lot, just reading what others write can be helpful. English starts to feel alive, not just something in a textbook, but a real way to connect with people all over the world. Everyday English Idea 5. Use short videos as mini lessons. Finally, use short videos as fun practice tools. TikTok, Instagram Reels, and YouTube Shorts are full of short, simple English clips. You can choose topics you enjoy: travel, food, daily life, comedy, personal stories, or of course, English learning videos from RKs English Language Learning. Here's how to use them. Watch a short video once. Watch it again. Pause after one sentence and repeat what the person says. Try to copy their tone, their speed, their rhythm, and even their emotion. If the video is only 15 or 20 seconds, that's perfect. Short is good. You'll learn how English is really spoken in real life, not just in slow textbook dialogues. The big secret. Turn small actions into English practice. So, as you can see, using English in your daily life is not complicated. It doesn't require a lot of time. The secret is this: turn small daily actions into English practice. Instead of saying good morning in your own language, try saying good morning in English. Instead of writing your to-do list in your native language, write it in English. Instead of watching 5 minutes of TV in your language, watch 5 minutes of RKs English Language Learning channel. These small choices create strong habits. Strong habits create confident speakers. So, let's review the big idea. Make English part of your life. Let it live. In your phone settings, in your journal, in your thoughts, in your playlists, and in your voice. Let English become part of who you are, not only a subject you study. When you do this, English stops feeling like homework. It starts to feel like a natural part of your day, and that is when real fluency begins. Thank you for spending this time with me on RKs English Language Learning. If you enjoyed this episode, listen again and try shadowing some of the sentences we used today. Also, please leave me a comment below about which tip you found the most helpful, and don't forget to subscribe. Keep going, keep practicing, and remember, a little English every day is much better than a lot of English once in a while. I'm Tom from RKs English Language Learning, and I'll talk to you again in the next episode.